To turn the machine on in the morning, turn the knife switch to the on position. This is your standard FRL. Main air coming on and off. Filter, regulator set to 90 PSI. Your automatic oiler should be set to 4. To power up, turn the control circuit switch to the on position. It'll take approximately 3 minutes to boot up. Once the machine is powered up, go ahead and press the green Start Machine button. Once you hit the Start Machine button, all the lights in the light tower will turn green. Next, it will tell you to start the homing sequence. Go to the main screen, press the Home Machine button. The indicator light in the apex turns red when you cannot enter the light curtain. Under main controls, we have the home machine button, reset the machine, setup mode. This will allow the tools not to go in and out. You have auto control, auto feed disabled or enabled, auto unclamp, auto start. In auto start mode, when you clamp up the jam, the machine will automatically start when you step out of the light curtain. Stops and clamps, you can toggle the door stop, toggle the door clamp, or toggle the jam clamp. You have start sequence on a soft key, pause feed, door finish button, which will eat a job, and the thickness probe, enable and disable. Manual control, you can feed forward, feed reversed. You can go fast or slow speed. You can manually width adjust the machine, open or closed. You can run this machine in any speed you would like, from 1% to 100. Operator message board will have what you should be doing next. Door job specs will tell you the common information needed for the door job itself. They'll also tell you next to it, in the current job, how many processes this job has. It can be as many as 4.
Okay.
You have manual servo control. You can jog at any speed from 0 to 1% to 100% on any axis for the hinge head 1, hinge head 2, 3, 4, or the lock back section. You also have the ability to run it in no dust collection mode. This will allow the hinges to be run first and then the back section to be run second. Tool configs for hinge head, lock edge, lock face, and end tools. Speeds, feeds, pocket depth, max bite, total tool length, the max speed you're going to be running it. All that information is here. Calibration for both your hinge heads and carriage, head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4. Your lock head has carriage, edge tools, face tools, end tools. You also have the feed system, which has the thickness probes and the stops for A and B side, as well as clamps for all your jam clamps. head 1 through 4. You have a tool path preview. You can see how the tool paths are run. You have a status log. You can go into the table manager or any one of the managers and see what it's doing next or what it's going to do. And then you have the log. Tells you exactly what the machine was doing, and if there's any errors, they will be here in red or yellow. If you need to adjust the reveal height of the header of the door, you can do so by adjusting the nut on the door stop. You can use a rule to check how much reveal you have. To adjust the jam stop, spin it over, loosen the nut, adjust this in and out, or adjust this in or out as needed. To get the reveal that you desire. Depending on your back set on a 4-inch hinge, you'll need a shelf pin. Depending on the hinge you select, you'll get a suggested shelf pin height, and then the actual shelf pin that you're using can be entered in here. .375 for 3/8. Install the shelf pin on the jam shelf on the H block. There's a shelf pin for each side of the H block. Okay, gonna grab an 8.0 door, standard 8.0. Change the door width to 31.750. I'm gonna confirm that by looking at the door. I'm gonna change the door width to 35.750. It's 96-inch, 1 3/8. Add a door quantity, add it to Q, right hand. When you add one to the queue, the heads will move to the start position. If you make a mistake, you can cancel that door job. Go to the machine line, clear queue, go back to the library, and you can add whatever door job you want. The black button is the start sequence button. To pause the machine while it's moving, you can hit the pause button. At any time, you can hit the emergency stop button to stop the machine. To reset the machine after emergency e-stop, twist and pull back. To unpause the machine, push the pause button again to resume. Turn the auto feed on. The door will move into position. Place the jam onto the jam stop and hit the jam clamp. Make sure your hands are clear from the jam clamps. Press the start sequence button. You can start sequence at the Maytag or the button box on the right hand side of the machine. Apply the hinge to the 6-shooter, bring it into position for the H block, hit the start sequence button, which will drop the 6-shooter down in position. Hit the insert screw button, that will drive the screws. Hit the reset button, they'll come back into position. Bring it to the next position, hit start sequence. Make sure it drops into the H block. Insert screws, reset will bring it back up. Onto the next hinge. If you have a misfire and you didn't receive a screw on the hinge, you can hit clear screws. To load or unload screws, you can push the white button. As long as you're in auto feed mode, you can hit unclamp on the 6-shooter to release the door. You can also use the foot paddle to unclamp the door, or you can hit the soft key on the screen to unclamp the door. Once you push the unclamp button, the door will release. You also have the auto start option. Turn on the auto feed. The door will clamp up. In auto start mode, once you place the jam into position and clamp it, as soon as you leave the light curtain, it will start after 1 second. To power down the machine, go to the Windows button, hit the shutdown button, wait for the PLC to shut down. Once you have that it is now safe to turn off your computer screen up, you can turn off the control circuit. To turn the machine off at the end of the day, turn the knife switch to the off position.